Hello everyone, I am Alka193 and welcome to today's Vortex video. I am here with my good friend Sobble, who's a little bit shy, but don't worry about it. Sobble's just keeping me company while I do some more work for seasonals. It's been pretty quiet on my channel in the past week, especially on the Vortex front, just because I've been teaching every day except Wednesday, and Wednesday I had uni stuff to do. So I didn't do much in terms of videos. I think I was able to edit and upload one blue walkthrough video, but I expected that would be my least productive week in terms of working towards seasonals. And even through that, my ranking right now is P11. I've been able to consistently stay at around P11 to P14 throughout the week. The top 5 though, especially the top 3, and especially the number 1, has pushed so hard. Like, I'm right now at like 81,000 seasonal points. Actually, I might be able to bring it up here. You just can't see it. It's 81,453. Number 1, 231,000. And they have 840 unique Pokemon for this season, which is a big amount. Not the largest, but it's a big amount. Looking at everyone. But they have had 24,601 battles. Someone's been doing a lot of clan battles or side quests or something like that. And that's how they probably earned a lot of their points. They got their EXP from that as well. So, well done to them. It's definitely the average experience they've gained here is huge. Still though, 11th place at 81,000. It's a very nice amount to be at, and you could say, yeah, I was always like at about 50% of maybe number one. Number one, I was hoping for it, but realizing how big these people are pushing, and it's not even halfway the month yet, I'm not gonna make that. It's not realistic. Top 5, I feel is still possible. I don't know how hard people will push near the end of the month. I've been warned that those pushes are huge, so I will have to definitely do that as well. I've been doing a bit of battling, a bit of catching, everything, a bit of everything to keep it interesting for me as well, because if I only do battling or only do catching, then at one point it just becomes boring. So I've also combined what I've been doing with just catching things and completing my Pokedex. So while I was in side quests, I waited in a magnet area, was it Mount Lanakila? I think it was Mount Lanakila. No, Vast Pony Canyon is the magnet area in the Alola side quests. And I waited there until I was able to get all the magnet evolutions. So I'll show you. I already had a Probopass, because no Specimen Probopass is one of those evolutions. Magnezone, I now have a full set of Dark, a good amount of Standards, Metallic, Mystic, Shadow, and Shiny. The Mystic one took a while to get to, but eventually I got my hands on one. And then Vikavolt, I'll still needed, I think, 4 of them before I got there. Shadow took the longest to get to. I hunted for a Shadow Grubbin for quite some time, which cost me, I suppose, if you look at it, what I could have done, cost me some points. But I really wanted the Shadow Grubbin to get to Shadow Vikavolt, so I would never have to wait at a magnet place in the side quest again. I could still do that if I want some more Vikavolts to put up for trade or something, but I don't have to complete my own Pokédex because these are the only ones I need for it. Then I made sure to get at least the standards of all the Alolan forms. So if I look at the Pokedex and I go Alolan forms, you'll see that I have most of them. The only ones I don't have are Sandslash and Ninetales Alolan in terms of the normals, because they require Ice Stones and I don't have Ice Stones. And then Persian Alolan, because that is a happiness evolution, and I haven't put in the time to do that because I don't feel that's useful enough. I can do it. I'm pretty sure I have multiple Meowth Alolans, so I can evolve one of them. You'll see that everything that can evolve has evolved. For some reason, I still haven't seen a Shadow Geodude Alolan, but you'll see that every time I have something that is the pre-evolution that I can evolve, I also have the evolution. Like I have a Shadow Rattata Alolan, I also have one here, and so that way I could still catch a standard one. But that, not anymore, because I'm not in Alola in the side quests anymore. Because if we go to side quests, I've completed 1871. I'm in Postwake. This is the first battle in Galar. I haven't done any side quest battles for Galar, but I have been working on the Galar Pokemon. So that's what I'll be doing for part of the video today, getting myself some Galar Pokemon. I already had a Dark Corsola Galarian, so it must have been from a trade or something, because I couldn't have caught it before. I focus on at least catching the normals. I'll probably be in side quests for a while to have a chance to catch the others, but I wanted to at least catch the normals and get enough for evolutions. So Meowth Galarian becomes, was it Berserker? And I've caught multiple of them. I've always caught at least like 4 or 6 of each, so that I have the Pokemon itself for the Pokedex. In the case of Zigzagoon Galarian, I then have enough to evolve into Linoon Galarian and into Obstagoon, and then still put stuff for trade and for auction. So if you look at my auctions, my recent ones that I put up, by the way, there I will throughout this entire season keep putting stuff up there. Um, Not a lot of the standard ones anymore, like Pancham, like Baneri, like Blitzel. I've decided that's not really what I want to put up too much of. But maybe some of the unique ones, maybe some starters which are harder to obtain. And right here, so I put a Crabominable up, which is a location evolution, Magnezone, which is a magnet evolution, so a location evolution. And Galarian Vortex. I have a Stunfisk Galarian, 2 Mr. Mime Galarians, 2 Darumaka Galarians. I have a Mystic Corsola, but also Corsola Galarian, Ponyta Galarian, and a Yamask Galarian. They're all up there. So if you want one of those, go to my Pokebay. They're up there for 25,000 for most of them. Occasionally it'll be higher, especially if others have bid on it as well. But you can get your hands on one of these Pokemon if you might not even be in the Galar side quest for a cheap price. Once I get around to trading some of these, because I haven't evolved any of the Ponytas or Corsolas or Yamas or whatever, maybe once I have caught at least the normals of all of them, because I still have Slowpoke and Farfetch to do, which I'll be doing in this video, I may start evolving some of them so that I'll have at least the standards and the evolutions of all the Galarian ones that are available. So I'll have a Rapidash, I'll have a Slowpoke, maybe not Slowpoke, Slowbro and Slowking, because those need the Galarica Wreath and the Galarica, I don't remember what it is with Slowbro, but I'm pretty sure those are potential side quest rewards for Galar, I think. So I won't have those. Berserker, I will have. Cernite, I will have. Weezing Galarian, I hadn't thought of it. I completely forgot about that because that's the only evolution of a standard Pokemon that we know as like a Cantonian Pokemon in this case, 'cause that's where Koffing originated. Like we had Cubone into Alolan Marowak or Pikachu into Alolan Raichu. Well, here we have the Galarian form evolving from a standard one. So I'll catch some extra Koffing, I guess, and evolve some of them into Weezing, train them up. Mr. Rhyme Galarian from Mr. Rhyme, because when we had the Mr. Rhyme event before the Gen 8 update, I wasn't able to get my hands on a Mr. Rhyme, so I'll get them through standard evolution. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned this in any video, but those are now the season rewards. It's not the Porygon forms anymore, Porygon Shield, Hammer, and Sword, no. It's the Galarian birds. And the top 5 get a unique one. And I like all 3 of them. I've been using them on my team in the Pokemon Shield when I've been playing through the Crown Tundra and some other things after the Star Tournament. I'd love to have any of them, especially if it's a unique one. So that's, besides just top 5 sounding good, top 3, especially top 1, even more, obviously. But a top 5 gets me one of those unique ones. So far, I'm really well on the way to get to at least 87th place, which would break my record of 88th place in March 2018 for seasonals. So I'm looking very good on that. I really want that top 5 to get one of those, but there'll be more people because of this announcement, which was made right before the season started. People want those birds, and people want those unique birds, so people will be fighting and pushing for it. I am too. Corsola will become Corsola, Zigzagoon, Linoon, and then Obstagoon after. I need Ice Stones for Domanitan, both Galarian and Galarian Zen. Again, I don't have Ice Stones, but I did catch quite a few Darumakas. I think at least 3 extra ones, so that I'd have a Galarian Zen, a Galarian, and then an extra one to put up for trade or something like that. Those are options. But Farfetch Galarian and Slowpoke Galarian are the ones I could still catch. So I will be doing so right now. First one that I know of is Slowpoke. Slowpoke is on Shore's End in the water, if I recall correctly. Oh, speaking of that, I have shown you this document in a previous video. It has the resources where you can find which Pokemon can be found in which area, which ones are rare, which ones are legendary, and both on day and on night, and then here's a map. A very useful document to use. However, there has been a nice update to the Vortex wiki, which I've noticed recently. I'm not sure how long it's been around, but I noticed it recently, so I do want to mention it because it's a useful resource. It is a different view of it, and it might give you a better overview, a better look at things that you'd like. I'm just now on the Kecleon page, and you go, oh, where can you find Kecleon? Here, here, and here. Because that's, in this document, not that clear. You can still use Control F and go Zigzagoon, and then you can find, oh, Zigzagoon is in New Haven during the day, and then Route 13, and then Galarian form is on Route 16 during the day. You can do that. But here, it just immediately says it. You don't have to search for it. And let's say we go to Stillwater Quarry. Then you have a nice little image of part of that area. And then it'll say, oh, daytime grass encounters. There's grass encounters and there's water encounters. All the encounters with a special note here for Farfetch'd Galarian, which is only available in the Galar region, the side quest where I am now. Legendary Eternatus would be cool if I have that. Nighttime grass encounters, in case that's different. Well, it's pretty much always different, but you can see here Echoes on both, but Poliwag and Bellsprout are only there during nighttime. Yanma is only there during daytime, for example. Those are some of the differences here. The water encounters, daytime and nighttime. There you go. But in the grass, it is Farfetch'd Galarian in Stillwater Quarry. And then if we go to Shore's End, because you can just type any kind of area in here, this is just the Vortex wiki, wiki.pokemonvortex, pokemon-vortex.com/wiki/ and then the area name. Here we have the grass encounters, but it's the water encounters I want to look at, because here you can see Slowpoke Galarian in both day and nighttime. How does it evolve? It lists that as well. Galarica Cuff for Slowpoke Galarian hasn't had the update to list Galarian Slow King, but that will probably be updated sometime soon as well with the Galaria Wraith. That's enough talking. Let's go catch some Pokemon. I'm catching every Pokemon that I haven't yet caught this season. So every Pokemon that doesn't have this little plus symbol next to their name, I will catch. This is a level 6 Pokemon with an immunity. I will still catch those. I actually, a couple days ago, ran out, if you want to call it that, of level 6 immunity Pokemon to train with. They were able to give me a lot of money, a lot of EXP, a lot of points for seasonals. I'm still gathering them, and then probably in a couple days or close to the end of the season, I'll just train a bunch of them, everything that I've caught up to that point again. But I'm still catching all of those. Another one, level 6 with immunity, that I can use later on. There we go. Into the water, and Slowpoke Galarian is immediately found right here. Let's see, I actually want to do Flame Burst twice. Oh yeah, it's only a Psychic. I was just thinking Psychic Water like standard Slowpoke, but I have to remember what some of the types are. Slowpoke Galarian is just Psychic. Sometimes I still mix up the types. But I did that recently with one of the other Galarian forms, I think, as well. Not Stunfisk. I don't remember. Anyway, I want to take a look at Slowpoke to see what it lists for its evolution, but it should just be the Galarian items. See, these are item evolutions. Once I get my hands on them, I can evolve into those. So, purely for completing the Pokédex, I would catch 2 more Slowpoke Galarian. One just to keep as a Slowpoke, one to become Slowbro, one to become Slowking. However, I will catch at least 2 more. Well, actually, at least 1 more. No, 2, because I want to put 1 Slowpoke up for trade, 1 for auction. So every Galarian Pokemon, at least, that you see up for auction on my account right now, there should be at least 1 of those, if not 2, available for trade as well, if that is what you prefer. Notes that in trading, I've said this before, but I have to repeat it many times because many people either forget or don't know. I'm only looking for Pokemon that I don't have yet, and that is due to the fact that I want to complete my Pokédex, and by only accepting trades, well, pretty much only accepting trades anyway, of Pokemon that I don't have yet, that helps me complete my Pokédex. So even if, let's say I have an Alakazam up for trade, and you offer me a Gengar, which are about the same value, about the same difficulty to find and encounter and catch, it's I likely won't accept it just due to the fact that I already have it. No! What did I do? I just had to press space, but for some reason I thought, oh, I'll just finish my sentence, and then I'll just go again. And I knew I just had to press the space bar. Normally, I guess my focus was so much on the commentary that I just totally missed a shiny Slowpoke Galarian, which is pretty darn rare. Shinies are slightly rarer than most of the other unique stuff. That's really frustrating. Because that'd be the first unique Galarian form that I would have caught. That's first. What was that sound outside? Did a car blow their engine? Did someone use fireworks? I don't know. Anyway, that's really annoying that I missed that Slowpoke. Well, the goal is still just to get the at least 5 of the sand. Ooh, Dark Frillish, and it's a unique one as well. And let's see if I can catch it. I don't even have it for the Pokédex, so chances are I will have evolved one already. Jellicent. I have a Dark Jellicent already. But normally what I do if I find a unique at level 6 that I don't have yet for the season, that can evolve, I would train it up immediately, evolve it, so that that option becomes available again to catch again for seasonals. Here I won't do it. Because one, it's unique, and two, I already have the Dark Jellicent. This way, I just have it for the Pokédex. I keep it to use to train for later, just as any of the other level 6s. Alright, another Slowpoke Galarian. So this would be my third one, I believe. So with the 3 I have now, I have the Slowpoke, the Slowbro, and the Slowking. Now I want to catch at least 2 more Slowpoke Galarians so that I can put them up for trade and put them up for auction. Where are you, Slowpoke Galarian? They're common encounters, so that's nice. Wouldn't mind seeing a legendary, although I don't remember if there was a legendary here. Ooh, that is a unique Pokemon. I'll take that, and it resists fire, so it being a ghost type but also resisting fire actually makes Flame Burst the most useful move to weaken it. Got another one that I can use for immunity training. Oh, there's a quiz going on right now. Well, I'm skipping this one. I have over 20,000 quiz coins at this point. It's a lot. Let's see, Flame Burst 33 scratches. Yeah, Flame Burst and Scratch would be 2 HP. That's the best way to weaken it. Throw some more Pokeballs. Let's go. And then we want at least one more, and then we're going towards Farfetch'd, which is a while away. But meanwhile, we're catching some other Pokemon as well, which we don't have. There's some areas that I've gone through pretty extensively and caught at least all of the normals and quite a few of the uniques that are available. The grass in this area, I believe I've been in for quite some time. The water, not as much. But maybe because I've been in the water in some other areas around here, and then there weren't that many new Pokemon to catch. I don't quite remember. There's some areas, for example, where you catch, where I went to hunt for Grubbin, which is, I believe, the area just north of this. Where I went, specifically went for that Shadow Grubbin, because I mentioned the Shadow Vikavolt that I wanted for the Magnet Evolutions earlier on in the video. That area I will have caught a lot of. There's some other areas which I've purposely left open, which I haven't really gone too much yet. There's another Slowpoke Galarian. I don't think I put any of the other ones in for trade yet, or no, I don't think. So this one's still on Pokebay. 7. Okay, and then we'll just find one of the other Slowpokes and put that one up for trade. Nice. Let's look at the map right now. Because I know that some of the later areas with the higher routes around the keys, Route 23 through 25, I've been Route 22 and Starfall, I've caught quite a few things. And then I've somewhat quickly gone through, let's say that square around Blackstock Stoll and Everbloom. I've been in Unknown Cave. Pretty sure I have all the normals. Maybe missed 1 or 2 there. But I've been there for a while, and a few areas around here, but I haven't caught too much. Because I still want to do those area tutorials, which actually I thought of doing New Haven a couple days ago, but I wasn't quite happy with the information I had yet. I wanted to think a bit more about how I wanted to make the video look. I wanted to make it look really good, so not quite yet on those videos. Hopefully soon. Right now we're going to Stillwater Quarry, because that's where we figured out that the Farfetch'd Galarian is, which is a bit of a walk. 23, 21, 20, Everbloom, 18, 17, to Stillwater Quarry. So let's get on our way. And on the way, what I like to do, even if I don't really intend to catch too much, if the grass or any place where you can encounter a Pokemon isn't too far out of the way, like there, I do like to walk into it, just in case I encounter something that I don't have yet for the season, and I can pick up a capture for some more points. I am just focused on going to Stillwater Quarry. That is my main goal, and I can always come back here later. However, it is nice to pick up an extra point, or extra couple points, extra Pokemon. Yeah, this is the area where I went for grubbing. So I should have a lot of the Pokemon here. Whee! Alright, to be able to get to Stillwater Quarry, we will have to go over this bridge. This is a pretty big area, actually. La 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 la. But a good portion of it, there are no wild encounters. There's only two areas that use these tiles. This tile set is Red Rust Canyon and Route 5, is it, that don't have encounters? Which I actually find unfortunate that they don't. Oh la la. Ooh, Mystic Sableye, it's a level 6 as well. Let's use Lick 3 times. Actually, should have just used Bite. Would have put him at 1 less HP. Shouldn't be too much of a difference in capture chances. Not sure what exactly the formula is. I would be really interested to learn about the catch chance formula in Vortex, because I'm convinced it's different than the standard game. But I don't know the details. Alright, picking myself up a Pharaoh Seed, which I didn't have yet. If I don't have a standard Pharaoh Seed, then what are the other potential standard ones that I don't have yet? Mystic Cherubi, there we go. Pick up that. Another capture for my Pokédex. Now, I do wonder, there's some Pokemon with some really unique ways to evolve. Quite a few are item evolutions, whether you use an item on them or trade them with an item. But some of the more recent ones have had some really weird ones. Inkay, for example, turn your system upside down when it levels up in an evolution level. But also the Galarian Farfetch that we're going up to. It took me. I didn't know how any Pokemon evolved. I didn't look it up. I knew there was an evolution, because I think Cernat was the only Pokemon I knew the existence of before the games came out. That, and I think I'd seen the starters because they were in the first trailer, and then I knew about Surfetch. I didn't know about any other Pokemon before playing the game, so I didn't know how any of them evolved either. So I had to find that out, and I knew Farfetch Galarian evolved into Surfetch. It didn't work when I was playing through Pokemon Shield. It didn't happen. Until at some point it just happened, and then my friend told me later that it was you have to crit 3 times with the Pokemon in one battle, and that just happened to happen. So I was lucky that it evolved. Yamask. Oh my god, that took so long to figure out. I tried so many things, and eventually I just started asking hints, but very slight hints. So my friend started pointing me towards the right direction, but never specifically said what I had to do to evolve Galarian Yamask. So when I finally figured it out, I had no idea what I'd done. I just knew it was a location evolution, and he eventually said it was within the wild area and approximately in the specific area of the wild area. He said only some Yamask can evolve. So that was, and knowing now how what the conditions are, that was a very good way to say it. So he just looked at my Yamask and said, "Yours has the potential." So I just did some battles in some areas, and then at one point I just walked, and then I evolved, which I was very confused about what the conditions would be. It was like, take a certain amount of damage in a specific area, in the wild area, and then level up in the battle after that. So it was something like that, and I was like, wow, that is so specific. How is someone new supposed to know that? I know some people in like their playthroughs that they've done shortly after the release, they must have looked it up, or have known about it for a while. I'm unsure, but I didn't know, and it took me a long time to figure out how to get to the Runerigus, which is the name of Galarian Yamask's evolution. It is definitely unique. So sometimes these unique things can come over to Vortex. Sometimes, like even trade evolutions, they're just given a level because there's no standard trading or trade evolutions programmed in. Now let's look at Farfetch'd Galarian to be exact. It's just given a level to evolve at, level 28. So what I will be doing, again, I will have one Farfetch'd Galarian, and I'll catch a second one to become Surfetch'd later on, and then at least two more, so I can put them up for Pokebay and up for trade. Oh, here's the second one immediately. That is nice, that is appreciated, thank you game. Pokeball, there we go. Ah, la 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 la. Dark Minchino, which I don't even have for the Pokedex yet, which is awesome. Bite and Flame Burst together puts it at 4 HP. Pokeball. I do want to do, I have Dark Chinchino. I do want to check. I have a full set of Chinchinos, so I can just keep this as is. Otherwise, I would evolve it on the spot because I have a lot of the Evolutionary Stone items. Come on, at least two more Galarian Farfetch'd. Maybe even more. It works that both Galarian Slowpoke and Farfetch'd appear during both day and nighttime because some Pokemon don't. At least the area where I went for, I think it was Zigzagoon, it only appeared at night. Or was it something? No, it was it Meowth? Might have been Meowth as well. That only appeared during nighttime. And then I looked for that for a while. And then, once that was over, I went to the area where I could catch Galarian Stunfisk, which only appears during daytime. Pretty sure Ponyta also appears only during daytime, so I went to do a few, like, clan battles, I think. I watched a YouTube video, and then at one point it was daytime in-game, and I went to catch him with Galarian Stunfisk. So that's how I've been doing that. Let's see. Where is my Farfetch'd? There's another one. They're level 7, so those are easy to weaken with Scratch. Alright, at least one more. Oops, should have put that one up for trade. Actually, maybe I'll keep that one so I could evolve it to... Because it's a level evolution, I'll just evolve that one to Surfetch'd as well. So that I can put it up for trade or for auction as a Surfetch'd. Got another level 6 immunity Pokemon. You know I like those Farfetch'd. Yeah, I'll just catch 6 of them instead of what I had before. So this would be 4. So that's one to be standard Farfetch'd, one to be Galarian Farfetch'd, one to be Surfetch'd. 2 to be an up for trade and an up for auction Surfetch'd. And the next 2 I catch will be up for trade and up for auction as just Farfetch'd Galarian. Are any of you going for seasonals? If so, how are seasonals going for you? What have you been doing to get yourself some points? Where are you in the rankings? How confident are you that you can or maybe cannot make it to your goals? Please let me know. I'm interested to know. If you also have any questions about seasonals, about Vortex, and let me know. I don't know every details about seasonals and exactly how the point system works, so that's why I haven't put up a tutorial for it, because if I do a tutorial, I want to give every detail that's possible, and I definitely don't know enough about seasonals, about the seasonal points and the formulas, to give you that information. But I know enough about seasonals to know where a good amount of the points can come from, that I want to try it out. And that I want to see if I can make top 5. And I've caught a decent amount of Pokemon here, although a bunch of duplicates as well that are just there for my Pokedex. But I've caught some new things as well, like the Viper for the season, the Dark Minchino, things like that. So I've gained some nice points, and I'll continue catching them because, as I said, this is one of the areas where I have been before, where I've caught at least all of the normals and all of the standards. I mean. And then a good amount of the uniques, but definitely not all of them. So when I'm around here, sometimes there's things that I don't have yet, like that Dark Minchino from earlier. And then there's some areas where I've definitely haven't been much at all. Even the New Haven, I purposefully haven't really hunted there much due to the fact that that will be my first one for the area tutorials or the map tutorial, however I want to call it. All right, so put you up for Pokeball. Did we catch the other one and then just continue? Let's see how many we have. Farfetch'd no. That? Yeah, we have 5. I think I put one up for Pokeball first, so this one up for trade. So then, if you look at my Pokeball again, my Pokeball, you see that I have a Farfetch'd Galarian up there as well. So if you want to get your hands on some of the Galarian Pokemon, I have a few up for auction right here, or for trade if you'd like that. But remember, I'm only looking for Pokemon that I don't yet have. And you can use the exclamation mark missing command in the Vortex Discord, in specifically the bot commands channel, to find out exactly what I'm missing. Because I am catching new things, mostly for seasonals, so I already have them for the Pokedex. But I will be trading. I will be catching new things as well, like that Dark Minccino from earlier in this video. I'll be evolving things to get my hands on them to fill up my Pokedex a little bit more. Now, for Weezing Galarian, the only other one that's easily obtainable there, I have most of the standard Weezings. I'm just missing Shadow by the looks of things. Do I have a one for Koffing? I do have a Shadow Koffing, so I should really evolve that into standard Weezing. But really, I can do that most of the time. I don't have any of the Galarian Weezing, so maybe I'll just evolve that one into Galarian Weezing first while I'm still in Galar in the side quests. So that would give me the opportunity for a Dark, a Metallic, a Mystic, a Shadow, and a Standard. I just need the Shiny Koffing. And then I have a reason to catch some more Koffing again. But that's something for later. This is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any suggestions as to what you'd like to see as a Vortex video, please let me know. I won't be able to get to all the ideas, all the suggestions, but I do take your suggestions into account. And if there's a demand for a certain type of video, then there's a higher chance that I do bring that out. Again, no promises, but there's a pretty good chance of it. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.